What up, sports fans and fellow foodies? I'm Julie and welcome to my kitchen, where each week I talk sports while imparting culinary goodies. Today, the Bears 8-1 over their last 9 games. Another squeaker of a win, but it's a win. It's a W. 31-28 over the visiting Steelers, or Stillers as my Pittsburgh bestie would call them. And the Bears are sitting there atop of the division. They are currently the number 3 seed if the playoffs started today. And Ben Johnson can't get enough of your post-game videos in the locker room. It was a day for substitutions today. The Bears' 3 starting linebackers all out. No Edmonds, no Edwards, no Sewell. Instead, you had to call in the reserves for guys like Amen Agbamiga. I think I got it. Agbamiga? I'll get it, I swear. If you're starting again next week, I'll get it. You had guys like DeMarco Jackson coming in. 15 tackles for him, 14 for Amen. These guys stepped up when the Bears were so depleted defensively. They've already been depleted in their secondary. So you had these guys coming in today, these substitutions, these fill-ins, these backups. These guys came to play, and that defense helped key this Bears win. All right, so what are we doing today? It is Thanksgiving week, and we're going to be making gravy tonight because I'm supposed to bring gravy to my work potluck tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing it a few days early because, you know, people are off on the holiday and everything. So we're doing a potluck tomorrow, and I'm responsible for bringing gravy, even though I'm not making the turkey. So what do? If you don't have the turkey drippings, how do you make gravy? All right, well, that's what we're going to do tonight. I am going to start with 4 tablespoons of butter. I've got it cut up. It's 1/4 of a stick. I've got my butter, and I've got an equal amount of butter and flour. So 1/4 of a stick of, 1/4 of a cup rather, which is half a stick of butter, 1/4 cup of flour, and we're making what's called a roux. It's spelled R-O-U-X. It is pronounced roux. It is a thickening agent. So equal amounts, 1-to-1 ratio of butter and flour. And right away, I've already got what's developing in a kind of a thick paste here. I'm using a whisk to make sure there's no lumps. And I'm going to add chicken broth. 16 ounces or 2 cups. I'm going to add it slowly here while I'm whisking so I don't get any lumps. And the beautiful substitutions here, if you have vegetarians in your get-together, you can do this with vegetable broth. And I'm just going to stir that in there slowly. Make sure I have no lumps. And I'm going to kick this up a little bit. We don't quite want it to boil. We want kind of more of a simmer, but it's going to thicken up a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some herbs to this as well. So what I have here, I have a teaspoon each of fresh sage, fresh rosemary, and fresh thyme. I discovered this at the store today. I think this is brilliant. It's a poultry blend of fresh herbs, and it comes with those 3 in it. So instead of buying packages 1 of each, they all came together and it was cheaper in the end. So something to look for. Those were, I shouldn't give a shout out to any stores, but those were at Walmart and they were by the chickens. They weren't even in the produce section. So if you see what I have going on here, probably can't tip it too much more than that. But I've got a nice smooth liquid that's just gonna start thickening up. And I will dump in these herbs while it's thickening. And if you don't have fresh herbs, you can use dried. Your ratio is 3-to-1, fresh to dried. So if you have these are 1 teaspoon amounts. But let's say you're doing 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So if you have 1 tablespoon of fresh rosemary, it would be 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary. It's more concentrated. And I don't have any salt in here right now. You'll do salt and pepper to taste as you're going along. I am using full regular chicken broth. If you need to go low salt, go low sodium. We do have that butter in there for richness. And this is already starting to thicken up for me. Just like the Bears are starting to gel as a team. When you see them in the locker room, they're videotaping each other dancing after the games today. They are buying into what Ben Johnson is selling. Apparently his first game-winning locker room speech, they were kind of like, what the heck, dude? But now they're all in, and that's fun to see. Ben Johnson, one of the things I'm thankful for on my sports Thanksgiving front this week. I'm also thankful that it is, believe it or not, less than 3 months till pitchers and catchers reports. I love that time of year. Pitchers and catchers getting ready to go. The college basketball season is trending toward the tournament. I love the tournament. Big dance, another thing I'm thankful for. I am thankful that all our teams have made modest to significant improvements this year. From last year to this year, all our Chicago professional teams looking a whole lot better. I mean, the White Sox really had nowhere to go but up, but, you know, baby steps, right? All right, this is starting to thicken up beautifully. It's bubbling a little. Like I said, we're not going for a boil. I am going for more of a simmer. Let's see if I can kind of tip this for you so you can take a little look at that. I am going to go ahead and just kill my heat here. So what I was using was a balloon whisk. I like those because it aerates it well. You can also use one like this that's silicone if you're worried about it sticking to the bottom. But if your gravy is sticking to the bottom, it means your pan is too hot. So you can see what I have here. It almost looks like a really thick cream of chicken soup. You can leave that for a little bit longer. I kind of like it as it is, and it's going to thicken up a little bit when it sits. So I'm going to keep that right there. Beauty of this, I'm going to have this tomorrow for our potluck. It's made. I can put it in the fridge. It'll last 3 or 4 days in the fridge. So if you're doing one like this that doesn't use the turkey drippings, you can work ahead. If you're bringing it to somebody's house, if they tell you to bring the gravy and you don't have the turkey, there you go. I always love seeing what people bring. We were given orders for our potluck to make sure everything is from scratch. I thought, if one of you people brings mashed potatoes that are from a box, we cannot be friends. Anyway, you saw I made those smoked Gouda mashed potatoes 2 weeks ago. If you found that one, if you watched that video, that's a great one for this week. All sorts of stuff to be thankful for. I am thankful for you, my viewers, the people who tune in each week. I appreciate your comments, your support, your retweets, your reposts. The more you get this out there, the more eyes I get on it, the more I can share my love of cooking and sports with everybody out there. All right, hopefully this is cool enough for me to taste. It's pretty darn perfect. And nobody would know the difference that you didn't make it with the turkey drippings. We got the Bears playing Friday, Black Friday, but hopefully a great day for the Bears as they play the Eagles. We'll be talking next weekend, whether it's football, whether it's college basketball. Yep, it is getting underway. We've got hockey, the NBA, all sorts of stuff to talk about sports-wise. I know we do a lot of Bears here, but I know you Bears fans love tuning in to see what we're making each week. I'm Julie. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen. Happy Thanksgiving.